On today's ChurchTechCast.com Q&A show, buying AV gear, a camcorder for DVDs, and what church do I go to? Hi, and welcome again to another episode of the ChurchTechCast.com Q&A show. This is the show where every week I answer your church tech questions. My name is Paul Allen Clifford. I'm your host. I'd love for you to ask your questions, by the way, so just leave those below the video. That's perfectly fine. Or drop me a line, paul@trinitydigitalmedia.com. So let's hop on into the questions. Jared, via email, asks, Paul, I'm part of the Shadowland Community Church plant off of First Alliance, and we are starting in Jessamine County in September. We'll meet in West Jessamine High School drama room, so we will need our entire AV setup in a box that we can throw up and tear down quickly. At Asbury, I know Don Sweigard and the guys always like the local Pro Sound and Lights group for AV stuff, and then B&H Photo, etc. And I see the one you recommend is Full Compass. Do you think we can score some bundle or discounts if we are loyal to a vendor, or do you think it's better to go piecemeal? Maybe I can direct our new worship leader to your website or somewhere where you've already addressed this. So, as you can probably guess from the question, I know Jared personally. He's actually my wife's boss. So, that's why all the details. Anyway, the answer to your question is, it depends. Quite frankly, it depends on what you're getting. If you're going with a large volume, then it's absolutely possible that you can get some really good deals by buying it as a package. But since you're a church plant, there's probably a fairly decent possibility that you're not going to get to that level. If that's the case, Full Compass has good deals, B&H has good deals. It really depends on what you're looking for. And there are a few local companies that, because they have lower overhead, may be able to score some good deals, and maybe they'll want to help you out since you're a church. So that's the way that I would go if I were you. Next, Randy Smith via email asks, what cameras would you recommend for recording service to DVD? And in response to that, he also says, I run a low-power TV station in a rural area in northeast Texas, population of about 15,000. I want to get more churches on, but they think they need to spend thousands of dollars on broadcast cameras. I want to put together a basic setup package to offer them as inexpensive as I can that produces good quality. So, I'm a big fan of the Canon Vixia line. That's as far as cameras go. But one thing that you need to consider is lighting and sound. If you have excellent lighting and excellent sound, so cameras will actually do a great job. But if you have excellent cameras and horrible lighting and sound, you really can't make up for the lack of lighting and sound. So I think that I'd talk to each of the churches and make sure that they pour the vast majority of their resources into better lighting and better sound, and then add a camera in from there. And I think they'll get much better results. Finally, Devin Wallace on YouTube asks, I see you're from Louisville. What church do you attend? Well, Devin, I am from Louisville, but I don't live there currently. Right now I live just outside of Lexington and go to Quest Community Church. Now, I grew up in the east end of Louisville, and my sister actually is still the children's pastor at the church I grew up in, Westport Road Baptist Church. So that's a little bit about that. Well, I hope that helped you. I hope that those were answers to some of your questions. Maybe not all of them, but some. And if you like this content, by all means, watch more. If you like it that well, maybe you'd also like the free church email newsletter that I send out every week. And you can get a copy of that and a free gift by heading over to trinitydigitalmedia.com/gifts, GIFTS. There you can find your free church tech gifts and your subscription where you'll get more church tech tips and tricks, as well as what's upcoming next from trinitydigitalmedia.com. Until next time, go out and change eternity. This is Paul Allen Clifford with trinitydigitalmedia.com.